There you go. Yeah, I just had to restart. Maybe this will be better. I figured it'd be just as easy to restart. You know, the plan I was looking at says, and you can tell me if I'm lagging or not, is 20 to 40 latency. But, it's on my damn phone, so I can't. Anyway, I can get it figured out. All right. Congrats. Y'all hit the like for me. But yeah, I've talked to her. We talked tonight, and I'm going to invest into some kind of portable and just use it for streaming, YouTube, stuff like that. So I don't have these issues. Because you can't be hit and miss, hit and miss, hit and miss. And that's kind of what it's been. Now tonight at 12, I should go back to unmetered, but I don't know. I'll mess around and see. I got a format set up. Got an idea. You know, as far as that goes, been using ChatGPT. I mean, it's basically just like everything else. Intro. Pretty much just what do y'all want to talk about, and then go into whatever articles I got and whatever you guys send me. And then we can always do the we got a crop duster. Sweet. That's funny as shit. Yeah, then we can just go into what we want to go into. That's funny as shit. That's awesome. Crop dusting 101. Or make a YouTube video about that. How to crop dust at Walmart. Yeah, methane trail. Light that bad boy on fire. Poof. But yeah, do it at night, and then I don't know, I'd even do it before IRL. Just do it in the evenings. Because IRL, you know, I'm really hit and miss right now on it. Most of the time it's been a miss. So if I'm gonna do that, I might as well just go ahead and stream and do whatever I want to do. Oh, hit that shower. There's some force behind that bad boy, huh? Anyway, yeah, I want to be able to do the Zoom call thing. That's going to work out nice. That's hilarious. My grandkids do that shit to each other. They'll crop dust each other. That or they'll blame the other one. No, it wasn't me. Well, any big news today that anybody want to talk about happened? I told you what happened on the other stream before this one died. That one died. Not a lot really happened today. Thank God. I saw something about 2 police cops somewhere, but I don't remember where it was. So. But yeah, we're just this is a normal channel, and ain't gonna be no clickety and tapping and talking and acting like you're Obi-Wan Kenobi, making Luke Skywalker with your Cheeto hand. But we'll just sit around and bull crap, talk about what we want to. Oh, cool. No smoking rock. Yeah, we do not condone smoking rock. No. Yeah, it'll make you start seeing them ghosts. Isn't it funny? Anytime you ever talk about that, or call in or talk about it, somebody always accuses you of being on meth. I'm sure you've noticed. Hell, it's you're calling in. I'm sure you've noticed. Just the time I've known you, I've noticed. When Synchrotron gets on, they never say, "Oh, that guy's on meth. He's crazy." Now, I don't know what they say when I'm on, to be honest, because I don't look, because I don't care. I'm gonna get on there, say what I want to say, talk to them, and get off. But I'm sure there's some trolls like that MHMR guy. He's kind of a troll. Yeah, people are assholes. That is, but you got to learn how to deal with them. That's why kids, it's good for them to go to school and stuff. Well, kids are mean. They are, and it's a mean world, and you've got to learn how to deal with assholes. Sometimes with force. Yep. Well, that's like when they first, that's what I tell you, when they first get on here and start talking shit to me, let them go for a minute. Just, I mean, I'm not telling you how to do it, but just look kind of, I mean, because I do like to have a little bit of fun. Then if it gets too much, Gronk, I'm like a frog. It doesn't bother me. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. You know? Like it, you like talking about, we're sitting here bullshitting, cool. If you don't, there's the exit. It's right there. It's the little X button. It's right up in there somewhere. Yeah, exactly. Like that guy saying I was a bum. Yeah, I'm a bum. Okay, whatever. Who cares? Now, I don't want none of that NAMBLA shit. You see that, you hit that shit immediately. Whatever that stands for, the gay frog thing, NAMBLA, whatever those people talk about, yeah. Because I'll be trying to if you ain't. I don't tolerate none of that shit. Now, they can get on here and call me whatever they want to. They can say fat, ugly, gay, quit, whatever. I don't care. But they start talking inappropriate stuff like that. Yeah, kick them the hell out. I'm gonna put them in timeout. It's even better that way they watch and they can't skip. Oh, I know. Oh, no, I'm cool. I'm cool. I was just saying. So I say, really, ho? You're getting brave. Oh, that's funny. I don't type worth the shit though. There ain't no telling what I'm liable to type by accident. Now this ain't as bad as the damn phone. The phone will do that spell check shit and it'll text whatever, and I'll put in like dog, and it'll put in like dog bone or some shit. My laptop don't do that. So it's a little bit safer, to be honest, because there are words that are kind of like synonyms or whatever. Yeah, I let that fire die down. It got hot in here. I had to let it go. I even had to open the front door. It's like, oh, it was like showing 82 degrees in the hallway thermostat. It's like, yeah. So, fireplace works great. It was just chilly in here. 20 minutes, but it warmed the whole damn house up. Now I have a 45-minute stream of it. So stream, if I want to put it like, instead of having me here, I put myself in a little corner, and then I can just stream that live. A little bit better, something to watch, you know. And it's my content, so there's no copyright issues. Some with the puppies, I can stream them. I have no copyright issues. So the more content I make, the more I have to choose from, basically. Is it up now? If it was 20-something degrees, you better get it up. Oh, wow. Now, are you using electricity or are you using gas or heating oil? I know up north they use heating oil. Yeah, using this fireplace, I mean, I can damper it and slow it down, but I mean, once that thing gets hot, it's going to radiate. So I have fans. I have one behind it that blows like it diffuses the heat, but it spreads it out throughout the room. And then I just turn my central to fan and then circulate that heat just throughout the house. Ooh, that electricity can get expensive. That's when it's good to have a good electric blanket. You can turn it down at night, turn that electric blanket on, stay warm. Get up in the morning, pop the heat up, crawl back in bed for a minute till it warms up, then get out. Electric blanket, heavy comforter, or something like that. Yeah. That's what I'm here for. Great ideas. Yeah, they do work. Back when I worked in the hospital, well, I was administrator too. So in my office, I had a little heater on my desk, like a kick on if I got cold. It'd blow around your legs, your feet, whatever. And that thing worked good. It heats you up. About 5 minutes, you'd be turning it off. It would oscillate and all that crap. It had actual thermostat on it though. Like it had a wrist that you could turn it up and down. Worked pretty good. Amazon, hell yeah. Now, when I went up north, and I was thinking about moving up north to Maine, every house I looked at had heating oil. They all had basements, and they all had like a 500-gallon heating oil tank. So during the winter, you call the fuel company up, they come put how many dollars you want in it, I guess, and all the houses I looked at had a radiate like water, hot water running around the outside of the baseboards. We don't have that here in Texas. We have window units or we have central air. I think some of the trailer houses they build down here now have the little circulate hot water to the floor, keeps the floor warm. Other than that, we don't have the baseboard heaters and all that. Okay, cool. I know it's expensive, but you only fill it up like once a year. But it depends on, obviously the cost of fuel. Oh, really? Wow. They reversed that law about cooking with gas in New York. Remember, they were going to outlaw that, make everybody go to electric restaurants like crazy. Restaurants are like, we can't cook with electric. We got to have gas. So, I used to love to cook with gas. It's instant heat. Now, what I have now is I have one of them flat glass surface ones, and it gets hot quick, but before that I had one of them old coil kind. Those work good too. So. Now gas, you can burn your stuff pretty quick with gas. So. Yeah, I don't know. Is that Chinese? I can't tell what language that is. Hello to them, but I don't know what language that is. And there is no translator. Sorry. Ah. Cool. Thank you. Oh, it's Thai. Okay, awesome. Yeah, today on Rogan, John Cena was talking about, um, he speaks Chinese Mandarin. And, he made that comment. He had to apologize for it and all that. And what he basically said was it was because he didn't say when he said what he said, he didn't say it right because of the culture. So you need to go watch it if you hadn't watched it. He's a real smart guy. But yeah, he speaks Mandarin. He said he can't read it, which is Chinese. But yeah, it was a good interview. A real good interview. I recommend it. Of course, it had Hinchcliffe on it, which also makes it entertaining. And he wasn't there as a comedian. He was there more as really like a fan. He said he's been a fan of wrestling since he was a kid. So, and I enjoy his show a lot, The Kill Tony. So, and actually, they kind of compared how Kill Tony is kind of like wrestling. How they introduced the guests. How that time Joe Rogan come on, Kill Tony, and then the way he brought Joey Diaz on was all planned like 5 minutes before it happened, and it's pretty good podcast. Fill me in. Well, he said a comment, something on Air Force One that day about getting into heaven, People change. I mean, you never know. Continue. I think I know where you're going, but yeah, you got the floor, girl. Okay. Yes. And her husband is Jewish, right? Kushner. Isn't that who she's married to? Yeah, and while she's telling that story, I'll tell you somebody else who's married. Oh, Candace Owens, her old man has some money. They kick her off there tomorrow. She's got money anyway. She married money. So, I figured they'd be saying Barron is, because Barron Trump is, what was that book he was mentioned at the end of the world? It was going to be a Barron. Anyway, I'd have to pull that up and refresh my memory on that story. It's been a while since I heard that. No, I don't. Yeah, I've heard that too. Time traveler. Yeah. Yeah, time traveler. I had heard that before too. Wouldn't that be weird as shit if it was true? But if Chat GPT says we were well, we had an argument about simulation theory, and it argues that we are in a simulation. It said it can confirm we're in a simulation. So if their simulation theory is true, then there's really no forwards or backwards in time because there's infinite timelines. And if I was on my laptop, I could pull that for you. But we don't have that right now. We'll go over that tomorrow night probably, if y'all are on. And it's not gonna be it won't take that long to go over it. It's pretty neat little. I mean, it's thorough. I could have gone deeper, but I don't want to get too far into the weeds. Too far into the weeds, nobody's interested. Yeah, Alexander the Great and Barron. But then that's also too what's in simulation theory. It also gets involved in numerology. Like the guy with the numerology the other night. I mean, there's like layers on it. Also has to do with culture. So the simulation theory, it's all embedded together. I mean, it's almost like you can't have one without the other. Because the culture and all that kind of helps mask all the problems with the simulation. Like I said, we'll have to go over the document when I'm on my laptop. Ireland. I don't know what that is. Welcome, guys. Y'all hit the like button for me. However long you stay. But you're welcome to chat, visit. You want to talk about something, bring it up. Yeah, I know that Baron kid. He is very tall. He is a big kid. Good looking kid. Obviously very smart. But I think his mom took a lot of time raising. I mean, he didn't go to a nanny and live in New York with a nanny and all that. She raised him. You know, a lot of rich people don't do that. Yeah, I'm glitched a little bit myself. The numbers are spiking and they're dropping, spiking and dropping. I don't know. If it dies, I'll restart it. And at 12, hopefully I get all new data for the month. Go back to the laptop and articles and all that good stuff. And while we're sitting and talking about this, and y'all know you're talking about Ian Carroll, what does collaboration do? I'm looking at this collaboration function. I haven't really understood, and I haven't, out of all the things I've done to delve into this, I haven't found really where it's positive. I haven't seen anything negative about it. I just don't know how it promotes itself. Oh, really? Let me see. All right, I bet the signal clears up now. I was running on my Wi-Fi. Now I'm running off my cellular, so it should be smooth as all get out now. Even the buffering should be gone. You can let me know if it's better or not. That's what the problem was. Cool. Well, maybe we'll get going now. Cool. Oh, I'm telling you, it is horrible. That's why I thought, oh shit, I'm on Wi-Fi. So I checked, and yeah, that's why it was buffering so bad. I'm sure it was blanking out. So it should be a lot better. Sorry about that. Like I said, I'm going to hopefully have a solution by Monday. Well, I should get my data back tonight, but then I don't want to use it all. I don't really care, but I don't want to end up with 10 days with no data at the end. Going slow as I'll get out. I'm going to forward this to X real quick. But, melting his igloo to drink water. Ah, yeah. No, man, this Wi-Fi sucks out in the country. That's why I got to get something different. which sucks because we jumped up there for a while and then dropped down. We'll catch a few here and there because I almost got enough subscriptions to do the monetization thing. I'm still a little bit away from it, but I'm gonna hit that probably before I hit, because I picked up a few a while ago, but I'll hit that number before I get watch hours. So now I just gotta get some hours in, and that may take a little while. Just gonna stay with it. And like that one guy said, get better 1% every day. So every day I try and learn something a little different. I don't care if it's about video editing or about the way to post something. Just a little bit better every day, and I'll get it worked out. And I'll be getting my old man on with my beard here soon. It'll take me about 4 or 5 days for it to really start growing good. This is just 2 days. So me too, except for about 30 seconds one night when I had that heart attack. But they shot me within like 30 seconds, so I don't consider that death. It was just a hiccup. See, I was bragging and it dropped back down, so maybe it's metered still. Don't know. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say no, because there's some evil shit that goes on. But I will say, because I was a respiratory therapist for 25 years. I don't care if you're talking about a child, a baby, or an adult. If you're down for so long, you do not want to come back, because you're going to have such brain damage. Oh, it'll never be you again. A lot depends on how long you're down for, what your temperature is, like kids that go underwater in the ice, what happens to be sub-zero. So it slows the metabolic rate down quick enough that it actually kind of hibernates them. You warm them up, you can bring them back. There's usually no damage. Scenario matters. People in nursing homes, they find at 6 o'clock in the morning, they've probably been dead since about 3. You don't bring them back. So, situation matters. Mine, I was on a cath lab table. It was going up my thigh, trying to get rid of blockage. When it got up by my heart, it evidently irritated my heart. I went into VFib. He said, this is a cardiologist, he said as soon as it happened, when he went to turn and tell the nurse to get the paddles, the nurse already had them already jailed and was basically just pow. So I wasn't down maybe 30 seconds, 45 seconds. So now I have one under my skin. So if it acts up, I will get zapped. And I'll sit here and look like I'm holding on to a bug zapper, I guess. I really don't feel like that. It's gone off one time when I got real hot. I may have told you this before. But I was outside doing my dogs and I got too hot. And this is before they started me on another medicine, antiarrhythmic. And I got to the porch and I felt like when I touched the chair, like I grabbed like a 110. And boy, I had to sit down immediately. But yeah, it was freaky. What I honestly think is, I think a lot depends on what hospital you're at, where you're at. I know that even if you're on the list, they have to keep you alive long enough to actually harvest the organs. So if someone dies and they do not immediately take them out, the organs are going to be no good. So even if you're brain dead, they will keep you on the ventilator long enough until they get you to surgery. Even brain dead, tube hanging out the top of your head, sucking the blood out, whatever, trying to keep you alive, because the heart is operated by the brain as well, to get you to surgery so they can safely harvest the organs without damaging them. So letting someone die on a cath lab table isn't really the ideal way to do that. Now, you never said, did they harvest the organs or did they not? Again, timing. Everything in medicine is time. Got that fogger? Sure do. Yeah, situation is everything. Even when it comes to initial injury treatment, you know, there are worse things than dying. I've seen it for many, many, many years. I would never want to live that way that I have seen people have to live. The guy tried to kill himself with a shotgun one night. He just basically blew the bottom of his bottom mandible off and blew half his nose off and blew this eye out. So he was left with no teeth, one eye, didn't even hardly hit his brain, fully awake. I mean, instant regret. I've seen another guy who was a truck driver, and I worked on him for months because he was at a rehab hospital. He was in a semi and had a wreck. The ER cleared him, cleared his C-spine, cleared him to leave. He got to the parking lot and collapsed. Quad. He had a fracture they missed in his C-spine. That's why I'm glad they have AI reading x-rays now, because they can catch things that the human eye might miss, like his. And he basically owned half the hospital by the time it was all said and done, but he was miserable. He was a quad. He started developing bed sores. I mean, even PT and the hospital paying for everything there, you know. It's like Christopher Reeve, superstar. He was Superman. You know, certain things happen to you. It can be a tragic way to go. So there are things that are worse than death, in my opinion. But yeah, it's weird, some people that have done that. I mean, we just had they're burying a kid here in my local town. They may have buried him today. I don't know. They were trying to get money together to bury him. About 6 years ago, he was in a wreck, and both his sisters were in the car. Somebody else was driving the car. Anyway, one of his sisters died. She was 18. The other one lived. About, from what I understand, 2 days before Thanksgiving, he took a pow-pow and did that. I think he was 24 years old. I haven't heard why. I know he was still, I know it messed with him, because I think he was sitting beside his sister, the one that died. But it's tragic. I do not know what he's saying, but I'm going to assume it's hello. Anyway, so things happen, man. It's a rough world. I worked at a children's facility one time, and kids that survive drownings, or what they would call near drownings. Yes, sir. Very much so. I'll throw this up. Might as well. I got it. Might as well use it. It'll pop up in a minute. She is very multicultural. I have a cowboy hat. I do not know how to text that back though. That's cool. Shando. Wow. All I can say is hi. Cool. Maybe he can, maybe he has a translate button on his side. It's saying 0, so I might be froze, I don't know. But I'm still getting text, so. Yeah, right? If I was Chinese and your last name was Dong, get named Long. My name is Long Dong. Good Chinese name. Now I can catch Spanish. I can catch most of what they say in Spanish or text. Well, if they were saying it, I catch a lot of it. But even texting, I can pretty much get the gist of it. But that other language is totally. I mean, it's amazing to look at, much less try and write it. I can't imagine. Plus, I think theirs goes up and down sometimes. I don't know how that works as far as like typing. That shows how non-cultural I am. But oh, really? Wow. Oh, there you go. Ooh, Renee's on it. I don't know if he's still here, but that's cool. I thought of you today, dude. I saw on, I was putting cars on for Little Landon. Uncle lives in Texas. Ah, cool. Thank you. I was putting cars on for Little Landon, and I did not know there was a Tron 2, much less a Tron 3. I knew there was a 1, but I didn't, not the 1970, I'm talking about a newer version. But I think there's a third one out. I never was a big Tron fan. I like playing the game. Where you're on that little car and you're trying to box each other in. That's fun, but as far as the movie goes, I never got into it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch them one day. Yeah, it's on. It used to be Voodoo Fandango or something like that. I don't know anything about it other than it looks real futuristic. Or like we would imagine the future. Very weird future, but especially the clothes. But what we got going on today, anything's possible. Of course, Renee's got dong on her mind. Okay, let's see what she says. Oh, funny. Got that fire hose. Dongity dong dong dong. Yeah, giggity giggity. Yeah, it's a pretty good. I haven't watched that in a long time, actually. Family Guy. It's been quite a while since I watched it. It used to be real good. I mean, it was funny. Oh, nice. Yeah, no, Glenn. I mean, he's a funny character. He does get. It gets a little risque though. They carry it right to that line. Especially, I like the one where Peter found out that his son had a bigger schlong. That was so funny. Oh my God, that was so funny. You know, I saw somewhere they're going to try and bring back Married with Children. I don't know if it was a hoax or if it was a kind of AI bullshit or not, but yeah, the old Married with Children. Al Bundy. It's funny back in the day. Oh, hell. Well, with today's culture, you know what? Somebody needs to make it with AI and get rich. Hell, I might do it. You just got to find a platform that you can do something like that on. It wouldn't be on here. Let's hear it, bro. And while you're typing it, I saw a thing today that an AI that'll build websites for you. It'll actually it'll create apps for you. So it's very doable. Oh, wow. Yeah, that'd be a hell of a story, dude. Yeah, that would work. Actually, you could even trade out characters if you wanted to. Fry Funko Pop. I know that's a new one for me. I don't even know what that is. Oh yeah. I think masculinity is going to make a comeback. I think these girls are tired of banging these soy boys that don't know how to be men. And the men that are actually men are going to probably have their choice of whatever they want. Oh, Futurama. Okay, okay. I just did connect the two. I still got to catch up on Rick and Morty. I hadn't watched all those. Well, when they get the drinky in them, then they want to get the freaky in them. That's just kind of the way it works. I'm thinking, oh, I hadn't talked to her in a while. Yeah, I thought the same thing. I'm a Barbie girl. Oh my God. That is brain rot. I mean, pure brain rot. I'm surprised them ASMR people don't sit around singing that shit, whispering it. Click, click, dirt. Talking into a can. Man, they're weird, dude. Text me. I had to check it. Oh, there you go. Get you some of that pepperoni. Well, the Lady of the Lord needs to be baptized every once in a while. They make you scream, Jesus, Jesus. Unless that's your safe word or something, you know, you never know. You never know these days. A definite non-safe word is harder. You know, it's like, no, okay, you gotta come up with something better than that. Oh yeah, no, that's a killer. All right, time for some grape. Yeah, I don't have a safe word. I just asked for one. I don't need one. I ain't never gonna let nobody get the upper hand on me like that. No, no, no. Hey, girl, I can make. We could have you a 1,000 hits on here in a minute. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get me some fake, one of them cosmetic boob things, and put it in a, not show face, just show it like from here down. Have it be fake. Just sit here and shake for about whatever. Say stupid shit. Nah, I ain't gotta do that. I'm just saying that's what a lot of people do. Yeah, it sounds like he's wanting to install a tower. Ooh. I don't know about that 5G stuff. You talking about some speeds and modulation and all that good stuff. You talking above my head. Yeah. Tends to happen these days a lot. I don't know if I ever start out. I ain't ever gonna start over. If this don't work out, I'm gonna do the solo. Straight up. Nice. Yep. It is definitely more freeing. Well, it was better than a fist. Like a fist bump. uh, oh yeah. I've been around the block a couple times. Hey man, you'd be surprised what I've had some chicks that say, yeah, no. That'd have to be a late night show. There's some freaks. And you would be amazed when I worked in the ER for, like I said, 20 something years, the stuff people will put up their ass. Guys and girls. It is crazy. I mean, I'm not being funny. I mean, if I did kill Tony one day, I might use some of that, but no, for real. I've actually thought of using that as a premise. And I've seen a lot of real things, but I mean, actually come up with some real other things that would work for jokes. But I mean, we had a kid come with it in one time with a potato up his ass. He had to go to surgery. He got septic. I mean, all kinds of crazy stuff. Especially the plastic female things. They go whatever. A lot of men and women we've had come in where it gets too far and they can't get it out. You have to chemically relax them, and if you're lucky, there's a little tool you can go up there with a suction head and just stick it on the end of it and get the sphincter to relax with the chemicals and slip it right out. Yeah. Yeah, well, hey, it ain't me doing it. They'd come in doing it. Had one chick one time that come in, the damn thing was on. You could actually press on her belly and you could feel it. Brrr. It was still on. Very much so. Hands-on type guy, you know. Seen a lot of shit. It didn't even go good with that last conversation, but yeah. A lot of good stuff, seen a lot of bad stuff. Seen some pure miracles and then seen some horrible tragedies. But that's life. No. Cross my leg. Been sitting for too long. Well, while we're looking, I'm just going to peek and see, make sure nothing crazy is going on. I mean, we know Portland, they got the sphere up, of course. Since I can't stream my laptop, I have it. Oh, I don't know if it'll show it like that or not. Hold on. What I have it done, I have it just leaned against my. So I was just looking up to see what was going on. If anything. You go. I didn't do it. Damn it. There's a guy on here the other night. He was making a big deal. Oh, I'm pissed off. They said he went on for like 30 minutes. People were giving him shit. Now he did have, I think he had like 60 people in there. But when it come down to it, he wasn't actually mad. He was just, I don't know, he took a lot of energy just for that. But I think he got like $5 in super chats or something. It's like, come on, dude. Yeah, come up with something a little better. At least talk. And then there's just some straight up freaks out there. There's one meth head out there that he stands around, looks like he's preaching, but he walks around shirtless. He was saying he was going to kill his dog and he was going to do this, and he had like 3 different pets, and one of them had potted or something. But you could tell he was behind a tarp, because where he was standing, you look behind where he was standing, there was a tarp, you could see cars go by. So hell, maybe it was a homeless guy streaming. I don't know. I don't have a clue. There's one lady that gets on during the day. She has like a Jim Carrey face. She can make her eyebrows go real high, and when she does that, looks like a devil. I think her name's Tanny. But you talk about a weird looking chick, dude. She looks like she could be possessed. And you can tell she's on, whatever she's on some shit. It's gotta be meth. It's like, wow. Slow it down, girl. Ho ho. I don't know what he is. I know when I used to work late nights, I would listen to the stream or listen to the playback or whatever. And there were many a night I loved the show. I would listen to it. And there were many nights I just turned the shit off and go to something else because I just wasn't into the conversation. I wasn't into whoever the guest he had on. If they get super skateboardy and all that, I'm just not interested. Elad, whatever, however you say his name, I don't really care what he has to say. You know, I'm not being mean to the guy. He just don't interest me. He just doesn't. Yeah, I've been watching for a while, but like I said, it depends on who they have on. You know, I think probably the most conservative person there is Phil, for the most part, but he calls himself libertarian. But that, you know, there's just a couple of the guests that just really get on my nerves. Of course, I always enjoy it when Shane's on, because he's down to earth, normal guy. Well, one more hour and I'll be able to see if I get my high speed back. I'm assuming it happens at 12. Maybe it doesn't. Me too, and every second I get more futuristic as I go. Four hours. That's good, isn't it? Grab a Coke. What do you mean deregulating tiny cars? I'm starving. I'll eat some chips, guys. Sorry, I'm starving. I haven't eaten all day. Like them little bitty tiny, hell, they're not even as big as VW Bugs used to be. Oh, hell yeah. You know, I've been seeing a lot of helicopters deregulate, or they're not helicopters, they're like drone vehicles, but they're ultralight, so they're not, they don't fall under the same rules. Oh, wow. Yeah. I would not get on interstate in one of those. Highways or something, maybe, but not interstate. Them big semis go by and just blow you off the road. They don't weigh nothing. Yeah. I had one of them little mini fridges in college. And they're okay to keep Cokes and stuff in them. Maybe a thing of lunch meat. That's about it. Yeah, I hadn't even done the Waymo yet. I've used Uber. I think it was Uber we used in Vegas. One of those two popular ones we used in Vegas, but I mean, you'll own nothing and you'll eat the bugs. I've seen them in Dallas. I don't see them down here very much, but in Dallas they got them. It don't even look big enough to have two people in it, but yeah. I think the whole damn thing's like one big airbag though, dude. Like if it gets hit, there's airbags everywhere. Not that it makes it any better. And that is good. Hey. Yeah, my uncle's still a truck driver. He's had the same truck since I was a little kid, before I could remember. Now he's had the motor redone like 5 times. I think that truck has like 6 million miles on it. Wow. Now my wife's brother, he about 7 miles from here, He was killed at the age of 18. He got hit by a semi. He left Pizza Hut. He was working at Pizza Hut. He left Pizza Hut and was coming home. He was at a light. And a semi come up just from behind and hit him. I think it's been over 30 years ago. Because me and him are around the same age. She's younger. Tragic, tragic. Well, I mean, look at the guy I hit. It wasn't his fault, it was mine. Luckily, nobody got hurt, nothing like that, but I mean, it was my fault. I did not see the dude. And I looked. It's like I told Tina, I told her, I looked. I just didn't see anybody. It's like it was a time traveler or something that just out of nowhere, it was there. I said, and then, you know, he didn't care about making a police report, none of that, didn't want my insurance or nothing. Which I understand not doing the police report, but why not at least take my insurance? But he's like, no. He's like, I don't know. He may have been an undercover cop or something like that didn't want to give away. I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? I'm just thankful nobody got hurt, number one, and I got it fixed. But scary stuff. I don't want it to happen again. I know I'm gonna be very, very. Every time I drive, I'm extra careful now. My uncle has two other trucks that he runs, and he had drivers in, and one of them was drinking and driving and hit some people. Now they took the insurance company to town on that one. Of course, the driver got fired. And I don't know if he ended up going to jail or not, what happened to him. Of course, my uncle, he didn't know he was drinking and driving, but it happens. Now, her dad's prescribed Xanax, and he don't even like to take his meds, and if he has to drive, he's like, well, if something were to happen and they were to test me, I'd have that in my system. Well, it's going to be in your system for days anyway, but it's what level it is in your system. But yeah, I don't know. I know since I had mine, I just ain't been in no hurry to jump in a car and go anywhere. I just got it fixed, so still. I gotta go tomorrow at 2:00 p.m. and deliver a puppy, so no. Yeah, I drop one off tomorrow at 2 at McDonald's. These damn things are good. You can't eat just one. I need to quit eating them. It's good old Doritos. They are good. You send me a big old fat check, I wish. If that's true, Coke needs to send me one too. Hell, don't send me a check, just send me a bunch of Cokes for free. Shit. As high as they are these days, it'd be payment alone. Or better yet, if you ever get a sponsor like Coke or something, besides the money, just have them, make them come in and put a machine in your house. Syrup, CO2, and all that crap, make them service it. When you want Coke, you just go to the machine. Get some LED lights. And I've seen them lights, you know, some lights are yellow, like the ones I had, and then like the ones I put in. They're more of a white light than a yellow light. I think you see better with the white light versus the yellow. Yeah. I hated having the wreck, but the bumper the paint was starting to chip anyway. The lights had so much stuff. I mean, I cleaned them and cleaned them. They needed to be replaced. So it basically made me do what I've been needing to do for a long time. Now there's a little dent in the corner of the hood over at me. Right at the very end, it's dented in. Probably take some pliers and just dent it back up. But other than that, really, no damage. So. Oh, I loved it. Yeah, if they're dumping their crypto, dude, that's not a good sign. Huh. Wow. That is a significant drop. Wait till Monday. It'll probably plummet all over. If there's a futures market for Bitcoin, I don't know if there is or not. Did they just dump it? Or is it something that happened today or what? If that thing tanks, you're going to see people jumping off buildings. People that got it on the bottom floor and didn't sell out when it was good. It's greedy, 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 thinking it's going to keep going up and up and up and up and up. Wow. Yeah, I don't think there's a Doge anymore either. I think that's gone. But, you know, Trump, everything that I've heard from him, he's been pretty solid about, he likes the whole idea of the Bitcoins and the, cryptocurrency. Now, what's legit and what's not legit, now that's a different story. Wow. I mean, if you went out and bought the Haktua coin and spent $100 million on it, that wasn't too smart. Yep, it sure was. Trump coin might do good, you know. I mean, I don't know. Everything he touches turns to gold, so. Well, there's people that make money when it goes up, and there's people that make money when it goes down. A lot of times, the person that's making the money going up, they're making it both ways. They know when to buy and they know when to dump, but sometimes their dumping causes a major crash. At the bottom of that crash, they come back in, scoop it all back up for nothing. Let it climb back up, sell, let it crash again. Scoop it all back up and do it again. Wash, rinse, and repeat. Wash, rinse, and repeat. They do. And make billions of dollars doing it. Ooh, 30 minutes, I'll get to see if I'm metered or if I can go back to my regular, go back to the laptop again. There is something going on with my laptop. When I open OBS, and it has my page, supposedly, but it has there's always 4 Fortnites listed to stream. I don't know what's going on. I know before, I checked this the other day, Steam, which is that game, app, whatever, it would open on startup, and a lot of times it would play in the background, I'd forget to close it. Well, I know people play it on Steam, I believe. Anyway, so I went under Steam settings and I disabled it in startup, so that way if they're getting access through there, hopefully that would stop it, but I don't know. I really don't know. But even trying to reconnect while I go to Google, it was wanting to act slow, so I just went to my phone. Thought I'll just do it from the phone until I get tired or until it's past 12. And then I'll see if it's metered still. Because when I connect to go from my Wi-Fi to my phone on my laptop, It says this is a meter connection. And even the sync, it wants me to okay or not okay sync into my phone. So it's definitely slower. While we're here, I'm gonna look up, see if I can see anything about the, because if I find anything, I'll play it in a little bit. Oh, that crazy Manson guy's on. That'll be something to go watch here in a little bit. I know Sync misses him. Yeah, they're after that old Hexeth pretty bad. I don't know. I don't think he's going to resign, but according as of 34 minutes ago, hopefully this don't blow you away.
By a coalition of House Democrats, they're joining a growing chorus on Capitol Hill calling for Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth to quit after two major incidents with his direct involvement have plunged the Pentagon into chaos. A new Defense Department Inspector General report confirmed what many suspected all along, that Pete Hegseth endangered the lives of U.S. service members by communicating about sensitive military intelligence in a Signal group chat, which led to calls for his resignation.
So they want him to resign. If I was him, I'd tell him to eat shit. To be quite honest. Oh, Tim had Milo on tonight? I didn't know that. I know who he is. I don't know much about him. All right, man. We'll squish the frogs. We ain't had no frogs, really. I hadn't watched the numbers, but I don't think we've had very many pop in. If anything, it might pick up after 12 when things start slowing down a little bit. You get more surfers. Well, it might have died. Yeah, it's just a crap signal today. I hate my internet. I'm fixing to fix that though. I'm so sick of it. You have no idea. You can't make any progress without a good signal. You can't try new stuff. You can't, and you're just so limited. I mean, two things you gotta have: a computer and you gotta have a signal. I fixed one of the two. I'm fixing to fix the second one. Now I get that done. I think we'll take off. Somebody texted me about a dog. Looks like. Let me see real quick. Yeah, no. It's kind of like a train you can't reverse, you know? Yeah, I ain't sorry. There's two things once you go back, that's how you can't go back. One of them's being gay, the other one's going black. So, I don't know. But now, and of course I am obviously, well, okay, I will identify as black right now. But they say that a lot of black men will go to jail. And while they're in jail, they'll participate in things. When they come out, oh no, I'm not gay, or I was never gay, you know, it's just while they're in jail only. I don't know if I've ever heard of that. I don't know if there's an actual term for it. I'll have to look it up when I want to screw the thing up, but yeah, evidently that's popular. Huh. Some people refuse to grow up. What is it, Forever 21? Isn't that a store? I know there's a different meaning behind that, but I like that Despicable Me. I watched that with the kids before. It's a cute little kid show, the little minions. I don't know, you might consider it brain rot, the way they walk around. Beep, beep, beep. You know, but they are entertaining. You know, today, people, Pee Wee Herman might be considered brain rot these days. Remember how stupid he acted? And all that crap. The purple chair and but the dude made some money. Pee Wee's Big Adventure. Yeah, he's gone too. I think he passed away too. Yeah, the word of the day. There was some, yeah, I mean, it was different. Very, very different. Yeah. Large Marge. I forgot about that one. Pappyland, the show starred a cartoonist named Michael Caraglio as Pappy Drew, who lived in a house reminiscent of Pee-wee's Playhouse. The show takes place in the title of Pappyland, a magical world with many different creatures and people. 30 half-hour specials were written by Eric J. Roberts, who also served as the executive producer. Children's author Bennett Whitmore wrote 35 more episodes and introduced the character Doodlebug. It was shot on a blue screen. Huh. I think I had quite a few characters, like 30 of them. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Happyland, yeah, that just sounds kind of, yeah. Don't sound that appealing. Oh yeah. Very strange. Well, look at that Jimmy. What was his name? Jimmy Savillo over in England that died. He was a big kids entertainer. He was raping all them kids. Demonic looking, ugly motherfucker. I mean, ugly. Like devilish, ugly looking. Not even devilish. It just, he had a, oh, I'll think of his name. You can look him up. You know I'm talking about it when I say his name. He was pardoned by the king or some shit. Yeah, he was raping kids over there, and he was like the Mr. Rogers of England. Yeah, they got him on YouTube too. Yeah, I watched him as a kid with the real curly hair. He paints all the backgrounds. I watched him as a kid. Hell, that's all we had to watch. He'd come on right after cartoons on Saturdays. Yeah. I didn't know it was the 90s. I knew he was gone. Dude had talent. I mean, he was good. Boy, he had a head of hair, though. He had like a fro. Very, very talented. I bet a lot of his pictures are worth some money now too. I bet his art has gone up in value because he was so popular back then. People like me remember him. Now when we're dead and gone, it might not be worth nothing. If I saw one of his paintings and it was reasonably priced, I'd buy it. What's reasonable? Depends on how much money you got. I think this thing's bumping in and out. Yeah, that Pappy Land is weird. Yeah, and who was that? The lady that Julia Childs. She used to cook, I think, behind his show. She was, I think she was British. She may be alive still. I don't know. She cooked some weird stuff. A lot of it looked good though. I think that was way before Martha Stewart too. I don't think Martha Stewart was cooking it. She might have been. She might have been a young lady doing it back then. It's going to be in it well. Yeah, it's another 15 minutes. I picked up a couple. I'm up to 270 on my dashboard anyway. Must have picked up a couple. Another 230. And then I'll be equal to the top part of the monetization, and I just gotta get the watch hours. So the only way to get watch hours is do this and just keep doing it. Like I said, getting 1% better every day, try to. She has abandoned us. Oh, she'll be back. Yeah, I need to figure out that pipe bomb thing yet. The person in the video looked white to me, yet it's a black guy they're saying did it. That's kind of weird. Maybe he was wearing some kind of face covering. I don't know. It's kind of weird though. Boy, the midterms ain't far away. don't know which way they're going to go, but hell, Congress is useless anyway. But yeah, I think so too. I don't know why. And can you believe how many people have flooded at Luigi Mangione? I mean, them chicks lined up outside the courthouse for that guy. I mean, okay, he's easy on the eyes, I guess, but come on, people. People are just, they're insane. I don't even know if he did it. I don't even know if he admitted to doing it. I don't know what he pled, but wow. It's crazy. It's like Ted Bundy had all them followers that loved Ted Bundy. He would have strangled them to death and then cooked them for dinner after he had sex with them 5, 6, 8 times after they're dead. I mean, and you're wanting to be around something like that? I don't care how good it looks. Man or woman. You got problems. Big time problems. Yeah, we're definitely, I'll check here in just a little bit. If I can get my high speed back, we'll have to definitely look at some, because I know you're missing him sync. I'm going to show you some Mini Manson tonight. I guarantee you he's playing a song just for you. That way you sleep like a baby tonight. Wow. Not surprising. Not surprising at all. They would rather date the drug dealer for the drama, probably. And them kind of people like that anyway, it takes a special person to be a doctor's wife. If you're really a doctor, not one of these pill pushers that works 9 to 5, that's out here pushing pills. Those are big pharma employees. I'm talking about real doctors that work in the hospitals, trauma surgeons, cardiac surgeons, cardiologists, interventional cardiologists. You know, you got to be a special type of spouse, not just wife, husband's wife, because they're on call all the time. To be good at something like that, you have to be very passionate. So they're going to be very involved in their work, because to be good at anything, you have to be. And it takes a certain kind of spouse to be able to let that person chase whatever they're chasing to be that good. That's my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Could be. Stranger things have happened. For real. But honestly, it's probably just theory. But serial killers like trophies, you know. What if he killed somebody and that week he went and did a trophy and he painted the scene where it happened at or where he buried them at or whatever, and that was the trophy. Yeah. Yeah, it's baseless, but hey, that's how shit gets started. I mean, it starts somewhere. Yeah, it's crazy. And what a name for a serial killer would that be? Ha. But you know, you look at, and I know I've watched it, or I watched the first season, I didn't watch anymore, but if you look at Dexter, a lot of people are really into that movie, or that series. And it is entertaining. You never know. Lymphoma is basically bone cancer. The guy I used to work for us, he had it, and he went through radiation and chemo, and then he had a bone transplant or a bone marrow transplant, and it took, and he made it about 6 years, I think, and then it come back, and when it come back, it took him. He's a good guy. Have y'all seen these Mr. Rogers interviews? I can't think of how many different ones I've seen. I mean, he's interviewing people that never existed in the same timeline as him, but it looks real. %4 is pretty, yeah, that's pretty damn low. But like I say, and I will always say, something's going to get us all. It's just a matter of time. I think in the future, the question is going to be is, are you going to choose for your consciousness to be uploaded into the mainframe, or are you going to choose to die? If that was real, that would be a hard choice. For some. Huh. Yeah. Oh, I guess would be, do you get creative control? Yeah, I mean, do you get creative control of your own destiny from that point forward or not? Are you just reassimilated, or is it karma where you're just reassimilated back into the, what they call it, synergy of the program? Oh, nice. Gotta think of something funny. Think about Mr. Rogers trying to get some. Wonder what his pillow talk would sound like. Here comes the trolley. Choo choo. Choo choo. Oh, shit. Oh, it's officially 12. So, I don't know, shortly. If suddenly everything starts just running great on this live stream with no delay at all, it means I got my data back. I never did the Dungeons and Dragons. My grandkid, he's trying to get me to play on. He's playing it on VR. Red Dead Redemption. It might be Redhead or Red Dead Redemption. It's a shoot 'em up. It's fun. He's loving it. Like I said the other night, I played and beat several. Well, I beat all of them, but I beat the first one several times. Oh shit. BioShock. That's a fun game. That was on the PS3, PS4. I think PS3. Yeah, I got him that meta. He likes it. I have the app on my phone where I can look at any time. I can approve or not approve games, or like if I want to pop in and just look what he's doing in the game, I can do that. I don't, but I could. And he knows it, so that's why I don't really worry about it. And I made sure he knows it. Lord Frederick Williams. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty dark. You know, you gotta wonder if they were sophisticated enough back then to think of stuff like that, though. They probably were. I mean, look at MK Ultra and all that was back then, but I don't know, man. I just subscribed to this channel I found on Shorts. I don't even know the name of it. I do a lot of the Joker shorts where they take different scenes and stuff like that. It's dark as hell, but there's some real good sayings on there. Just about people in general. Yeah, probably. You know, now they can program stuff on this phone or whatever that you won't even consciously see. You know, just or even when it puts out sounds, certain vibrations, totally unaware of it. But again, I think it kids a pat. I mean, I don't see nothing about the video they had that looks like that dude at all. Maybe they have more footage elsewhere. I'm sure they do. It is very strange. It sure don't look like him to me. And Portland's pretty quiet. They're having some kind of birthday party. All right, dude. I hear you. I'm not far behind you. And I think tomorrow, I'll wait till tomorrow to see if this high speed is back like it's supposed to be. If it is, cool. So, all right, Miss Renee, I'm going to get off here, I guess. Y'all both have a good night, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.